Hey everyone, Bear here. Everyone that I know has that one particular thing that they like to do on the trail or camping that helps them relax. For me personally, I enjoy getting up right before the sunrise, getting me a hot cup of coffee, and then just sitting back and watching the day start. So, how do I make coffee on the trail? So, in one of my first videos, I showed you my simple portable coffee maker, and it's not really like a coffee maker, it's just what I use to make coffee. In this video, I want to talk about some options and some alternatives to making coffee on the trail. Stick around. So you like coffee, you want to make some on the trail, but you don't have enough room in your pack to bring your Keurig. Well, there's a simple solution. Get a bigger pack. No. Just find an easier way to make coffee on the trail. There are a few ways to make coffee. You can make a French press, you can make pour over coffee, which is one of my favorites, and you can just have a regular percolator. I remember the percolator pot my dad used to bring on camping trips with us. Just put water in it, put coffee in the top, boil it. Every now and then you're going to get some grains in there, but it would make a pot of coffee. All of that gear is very difficult to carry around with you, especially now with backpacking. There are tools out there for making backpacking coffee, French presses that adapt to your jet boil cook systems. There's just individual portable French presses. There's a lot of different things. But I don't like lugging all those kind of tools around extra in my pack, so I prefer just a simple cup of coffee. I have a few simple ways to make coffee on the trail, and all they require of you is to boil water. So if you've got a simple cook set and an oven to boil water, you can also have coffee. So the first one is these. These are Folger's Instant Coffee Crystals. And you can get them in any flavor, any brand. I'm sure the other brands make their own versions of these as well. You can get them in decaf if you want. It was 88 cents for the box. There's 7 in there, so you're roughly looking at about 13 cents for a cup of coffee, or 26 or so cents if you want to make stronger coffee using 2 of those little packets. So each little packet is 0.07 ounces or 2 grams, which if you're using each individual packet for a cup of coffee a day, you could probably get a week's worth of coffee out of there. Or if you're going the stronger route, you might get 3 days out of it. Still, it's a great alternative to carrying a lot of gear around with you. Just throwing one of those simply in your cook kit. Now the second alternative to coffee on the trail are these. These are Kuju pour over coffees. Now, each one of these has one in it, and if you've never had pour over coffee, trust me, you got to go find some place that does pour over coffee properly, and there's a technique for it. Trust me, you'll want it to be perfect. I've personally like it better than French press, so if you haven't had pour over coffee, go get a cup of pour over coffee from someplace, find someplace that does it, and go get a cup. It's worth it. So you can find these in individuals like this one here, which was $2.50, so that's $2.50 for a cup of coffee. Or you can find them in a box, and I'm not for sure how many comes in the box, but you can find them in various flavors, decaf included. Each one is 0.5 ounces or 14.5 grams. So you're carrying a little bit more weight than the instant, but you do get the variety of being able to pour a little more or a little less and stuff like that to make your coffee taste better for you. So last, and my personal favorite, this. This is a single cup tea infuser. And I've carried this a long time. I've used it numerous times. It never fails me. You simply put in 1 tablespoon of coffee of your choice, whichever coffee you like. Scoop it in, put it in the lid, clamp it down shut. It won't come out. You can put this in a Ziploc bag, throw it in your food pouch. Then when you get up the next morning, boil 2 cups of water and stir this in for about 2 minutes. I personally like 2 minutes of coffee because it's just right for me. If you want it a little bit harder, a little bit richer, stir it a little more. If you don't want it as dark, stir it a little bit less, maybe a minute and a half. It costs like $3.95 at a local gourmet shop. I think you can find them online somewhere, but trust me, it's a one-time buy. You're going to get a lot of coffee and uses out of it, so it's really kind of hard to say how much a single cup of coffee costs from making it from this. It weighs 0.38 ounces or 10 grams. So if this is what you're carrying, that's not much weight at all. This and some coffee grounds, and you're good. So those are my suggestions for making coffee on the trail. They're simple. There's not a lot to them. I'm sure there's other varieties out there for you to try out, but this is what I've used and I enjoy it. It's just not a whole lot of weight, not a whole lot of fuss. You can make a quick cup of coffee and you're good to go for the morning. If you've liked what you've seen, give me a thumbs up. It'll really help me to know that I'm doing a good job, to help me to know that you like what you're seeing in my videos. If you want to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button and hit that bell next to the subscribe button. You'll be alerted of all my new videos, and I put out videos every week. So stick around, there's more to come. Thank you.